The observation deck of Station hummed with the usual symphony of interstellar commerce. Elsa pressed her small hands against the transparent aluminum viewport, watching cargo haulers drift past like metallic whales in the void. At 7 years old, she was the only human child on a station that housed 17 different species. "Stay close, Elsa," her mother called from the customs terminal, buried in holographic manifest forms. Elsa nodded absently, her attention caught by something unusual. 3 Krell soldiers, reptilian mercenaries with segmented armor and cold, calculating eyes, had gathered near a maintenance access corridor. Their translator implants crackled audibly, a sign they were conversing in their native frequency range, assuming no one nearby could understand the subsonic rumbles beneath their words. But Elsa could. A rare genetic mutation gave her hearing range that extended far below normal human capability. Her parents called it a quirk. The xenobiologists called it unprecedented. "The Dragon Warrior arrives on docking bay 7 in 10 minutes, one Krell hissed, his words a mixture of translated common speech and subsonic undertones. "The Syndicate pays triple if we take him alive. "His combat skin can withstand plasma fire," another responded. "We use the neural disruptor, make it look like equipment failure during inspection." Elsa's heart hammered. She knew about the Dragon Warriors, the legendary draconids who served as peacekeepers across the frontier colonies. Their crystalline bioarmor was grown from their own bodies, nearly indestructible, and their sense of honor was absolute. One had visited her school's hollow classroom last year, and his presence had been magnificent. Someone was going to hurt him. Elsa glanced back at her mother, still engrossed in paperwork. Security was clear across the concourse. By the time she explained what she'd overheard, verified her impossible hearing, and convinced anyone to act, it would be too late. She ran. Her small legs carried her through the crowd, dodging a centaurian's tentacles and sliding under a hover cart. The docking bay directory flashed on every junction screen. Bay 7. Section C, she had maybe 8 minutes. The corridor to the docking bays required credentials she didn't have, but a maintenance drone was cycling through the access port. Elsa squeezed through behind it, ignoring the protest beeps from the security system. Alarms would come, but later, after she'd warned him. Bay 7's airlock was already cycling. Through the porthole, she could see the sleek diplomatic shuttle settling onto its moorings. Her lungs burned. She'd never run so far in station gravity. The inner door hissed open, and he emerged. Alex, though she'd later learned that was his chosen human name, stood nearly 7 feet tall. His combat skin shimmered like opal in the station's artificial light, scales of crystalline armor covering his muscular frame. His eyes were vertical-slitted gold, ancient and sharp. A dragon warrior in full ceremonial regalia, here on a peace mission between the frontier colonies and the inner worlds. He noticed her immediately, those predator eyes locking onto the small human child gasping for breath in an unauthorized zone. "Child," his voice resonated like struck crystal, the translator perfectly capturing his tone of concern and authority. "This area is restricted." "They're going to kill you," Elsa blurted. "The Krell soldiers, neural disruptor, they said equipment failure during inspection." Alex's expression shifted instantly from confusion to combat readiness. His hand moved to the ceremonial blade at his hip, a weapon that was anything but ceremonial. "How do you know this?" "I heard them. They're working for the Syndicate. They want you alive, triple payment." A lesser warrior might have questioned how a human child could know such things. Alex had survived 3 colonial wars and countless assassinations. He'd learned that truth came from unexpected sources. "Where are they positioned?" "Maintenance corridor, Junction 7C, 3 of them." The station alarms finally caught up with Elsa's unauthorized presence. Red lights strobed. Alex's eyes narrowed as he processed tactics at superhuman speed. The Krell would know their window was closing. They'd accelerate their timeline. "Stay behind me," Alex commanded, moving with fluid grace despite his armored bulk. But Elsa had already done her part. She'd given him the advantage of awareness, the warrior's most precious commodity. As Alex moved toward the junction, his combat skin rippling as it shifted into active defense configuration, station security finally arrived. "Freeze!" the human security chief shouted, weapon drawn. "Check Junction 7C," Alex called out, not slowing. "Krell assassins armed with neural disruptors." The security chief's eyes widened. Neural disruptors were banned weapons, capable of reducing a sentient's brain to vegetative state in seconds. He signaled his team to split, half following Alex, half securing Elsa. What happened next became legend on station Kepler 442. The Krell, realizing their element of surprise was gone, tried to execute anyway. They emerged from the maintenance corridor with weapons hot, but Alex was ready. His crystalline blade moved faster than human eyes could track, deflecting the neural disruptor's beam into a bulkhead. The metal slagged instantly, proof of the weapon's lethality. Station security opened fire. The Krell's armor, designed for stealth rather than sustained combat, failed under concentrated plasma fire. Within 30 seconds, all three were subdued, their weapons confiscated, their syndicate connections exposed. Later in the security office where her terrified mother finally found her, Elsa sat wrapped in a thermal blanket while Alex gave his statement. When he finished, the dragon warrior knelt before her, bringing his golden eyes level with hers. "You have the soul of a warrior, Elsa of Earth," he said formally. "You heard what others could not, believed what you heard, and acted when action mattered. The Draconid Conclave honors you." He pressed something into her small hand, a scale from his own combat skin, shimmering with inner light. "Should you ever need aid, anywhere in the 17 systems, present this. The dragon warriors remember their debts." Elsa's mother tried to protest, to apologize, to explain, but Alex silenced her with a gesture. "Your daughter saved my life with courage and quick thinking. There is no greater honor." As Alex departed for his rescheduled peace talks, which would succeed, partly on the strength of this story, Elsa held the scale up to the light. It was warm, alive, a promise that even the smallest voice could echo across the stars. Human hearing, she'd learned, wasn't always a limitation. Sometimes it was exactly what the universe needed. End.